Well, I guess the way I look at it is that the community that faced the most restrictions on their freedoms in the last year were those who made a choice not to be vaccinated. I don't think I've ever experienced a situation in my lifetime where a person was fired from their job, or not allowed to watch their kids play hockey, or not allowed to go visit a loved one in long-term care or hospital, or not allowed to go get on a plane to either go across the country to see family or even travel across the border. So they have been the most discriminated against group that I've ever witnessed in my lifetime. That's a pretty extreme level of discrimination that we have seen.
We're back, baby! And oh, it feels so good. Yes, when faced with the choice, laugh or cry, we here at the show know there's only one option, so it's time to inject our audience with a dose of the best medicine of all. Of course, we couldn't do it without this month's sponsor of the show, OKTEL Records' Greatest Hits. 20 original hits, 20 original stars, featuring hits like
Vaccine. You make my arms sting. You make everything woozy. Vaccine. Oh no, just another prick in your arm. Baby, listen to me when I say I would love you more than jams. Voulez-vous vaccine avec moi? C'est toi. Voulez-vous vaccine avec moi? Tonight we're gonna party like it's 1984. Ow!
Vaccine.
Vaccines. You don't have to put on the web lights. For just 12 easy payments of $19.84, you can own this 200 CD set. Nothing but the hits, nothing but the hits, nothing but the mother truckin' hits.
The public inquiry into the greatest overreach of Canadian government power, the Emergencies Act, is now underway. Ottawa witnesses who testified in defense of the act claim they suffered from phantom honking for months, and after the truckers left, that they felt like they were living in the purge.
It'll soon be a war out there.
Internal documents have revealed that the Ottawa mayor claimed he felt the rally was taking a volatile turn after witnessing fireworks going off and hot tubs being brought in. Hot tubs and fireworks? Whew. Yeah, baby. That's the spirit. Deputy Transport Minister told police on day 10 of the protest he wanted the Freedom Convoy crushed because it was the spiritual source of the protest movement.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground.
The young officer that I spoke to that early in the convoy down at Booth and Sir John A. Macdonald, he actually said to me, I can't believe the size of this. Something to this effect. I can't believe the size of this. We're totally unprepared for something this size. And I kind of laughed and I said, well, you guys have to stop listening to the CBC for intelligence.
And the Liberal government has admitted in writing that they have an ongoing $105.3 million contract with the World Economic Forum to introduce digital identities for travel to Canada. What's that? Oh, I've just been told that we have a caller with a very strong opinion about this that they'd like to express. Okay, we have Benedict the Impaler on the line. Benedict? Are you there?
Mom, I'm on the phone. Personally, I think digital identities are a great idea because I spend way more time being Benedict than I do myself. Yes!
Okay, Benedict, thank you for that illuminating video call. You know, when you compare what content is being vilified and censored versus the content being supported by these social media sites, it becomes impossible to ignore the sinister objectives. Learning about 80 doctors vaxxed and 80 doctors dead in 16 months is dangerous misinformation. But go ahead and watch this next video.
Let's step into the chug zone and let's dictate the pour, okay? Let's crack it open and let's pour. Oh. Yes. All right, folks. You know what time it is once again. It's time to pick up my worthiness. Pick up Mjolnir and do this Mountain Dew voltage chug, all right?
It's like public sacrifice. So how much time will need to pass before people start asking, why is there so much glorification and encouragement of unhealthy lifestyles? And why aren't we demanding better? You know, maybe we should take a good hard look at who we admire and why we admire them so much that we're willing to take their advice.
If you're willing to walk among us unvaccinated, you are an enemy.
What goes through your mind when you hear a lot of the anti-vaccine rhetoric?
At this point, it seems criminal to me.
Who are they? What have they ever done for us? Aren't they just advocating for their interests while hiding behind the guise of virtue signals and moral superiority?
Vaccine-free and impacting the rest of us. It's like drunk drivers.
You got to identify those people and bring them out into the open, so you know who they are.
Ich kann sagen, also, sie sind wirklich zu prügeln, sind diese Menschen.
Ja, also
Und dann passiert
we can keep people who are not vaccinated away from those who are, given that this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, then the safer we will be.
Gyms, hairdressers, but why not supermarkets? Why not public transport?
But don't think you can get on a plane or a train beside vaccinated people and put them at risk.
Why do we fear coughs, sniffles, and asymptomatic people but accept heart attacks, blood clots, strokes, and dying suddenly as normal? How do they make us believe it was the right thing to turn our backs on each other?
We are looking at a winter of severe illness and death for unvaccinated.
Literally, the only people dying are the unvaccinated.
And we all need to remember that getting vaccinated keeps everyone in BC safe and stops the spread of COVID-19.
With these vaccines, we can extinguish this virus once and for all.
And for those of you spreading misinformation, shame on you. I don't know how some of you sleep at night who are doing this for a living on television.
How did they get us to say goodbye to our ailing grandparents, fathers, and mothers via an app, or hugging them through plastic wrap and looking at them through glass pane windows? Where's the love? Is this really what we are going to accept as the new normal? Has our mental diet been fed toxicity long enough that it craves it? Why have they promoted censorship and shunning of all opposition, insisting upon drawing conclusions without debate? Where's the love? Has this gone on so long that we've forgotten our humanity? Do you remember being human? Being fallible, vulnerable, curious, and kind? Valuing one another because we need one another? Where's the love? When we were young, we needed our parents to care for us. And when they get old, they need us to care for them. When I was sick, my mother never shunned me. And yes, she would usually catch whatever I had, but that's love. Where's the love? When you have a loving relationship like the one I had with my mother, you will put yourself in peril to protect them, sacrificing your safety for theirs. That's love. What has happened and is happening is not love. We've all heard about conspiracy theories. In fact, you may have even been called a conspiracy theorist. But before we start expressing belief or disbelief in conspiracies, what exactly is a conspiracy? A conspiracy is, by definition, a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Well, now the question becomes, is lying to children as a tactic to manipulate their behavior harmful or unlawful? Well, it was for me. When I found out that Santa was just an elaborate scam to control children and enrich corporations, it destroyed the sacred bond of trust I once had with my parents. What compelled them to go along with this elaborate hoax? Why are these lies from trusted authority figures normalized at a young age? For more on that now, we go to the North Pole, where we're gonna hear from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Santa Claus. Santa, why has everyone been compelled to normalize deception amongst our children?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. There's a simple answer to a complicated question. It's tradition. Ho, 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 ho.
Ho, ho, ho. The UK's Prince's Trust NatWest Youth Index finds that 23% of young people 16 to 25 years old believe that they will never recover from the emotional impact of the pandemic. The study also reveals young people's overall happiness and confidence have hit the lowest point in the survey's 13-year history, and finds drug use among young people is at an all-time high. Oh, what's that? Oh, I'm told we've got another caller into the show. I don't know how you got our number, but okay. Let's hear what you got to say. Caller, yes, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, if I find one of your newspapers on my vehicle, I will firebomb your office, you stupid. All of you can rot in hell, fuck. Oh yeah, and Curry Cerulari is a...
Okay, well, thank you so much. Stank Nasty is his name, and he is the nastiest hater. Thank you so much, Stank Nasty.
Mega, Biden won.
Okay, moving on. Mental health will be the sole consideration for medical assistance in dying as of March 17th, 2023. And to combat so-called avoidance behavior, the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario is now encouraging its doctors to prescribe drugs or recommend psychotherapy to patients who have refused to receive a COVID shot. Scared of needles? Here's a pill. Feeling down? We can end it all by putting you to sleep forever. Life is but a dream, and you can choose to live in it permanently. Think of the money you'll save.
As your body grows bigger, your mind must flower. It's great to learn, cause knowledge is power.
New analysis by Florida Health released by the Florida Surgeon General finds an 84% increase in the relative incidence of cardiac-related deaths among males aged 18 to 39 years old within 28 days following the mRNA COVID shots. The FDA is withholding autopsy results on people who died after getting COVID shots, citing privacy concerns after FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, requests from several organizations. Now, I was going to present another montage of photographs of folks who have died suddenly after taking the vaccine, but there's just too many to include in the show. So instead, I'm going to post a link for a website that has them all listed, including the news reports associated. Don't take my word for it. Go see for yourself. And the head of the Canadian Armed Forces will be moving full steam ahead with his plan to purge the military of soldiers who refused the COVID shots back when it was mandatory, even though the mandate has ended. Why, you ask? For not following orders. And the vice chair of the Renfrew County District School Board in Ontario has confirmed that the rumor of children identifying as animals in some of the district schools is true. The issue first came to light after a local paper published a letter written by a concerned citizen, Ray Stanley. In her letter, Stanley says, "It has been confirmed that a student in one school identifies as a frog, and another school has a litter box in a washroom for a student who identifies as a cat." RCDSP Vice Chair David Kaiser confirmed that one school did indeed request a litter box, but that request was not fulfilled. I wonder where the frog is pooping. Oh, we have yet another caller. Okay, brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Who is it this time?
Yes, hello. Your publication has been twice mailed to me. I am wondering if there is a way to make sure that this never happens again. Thank you. I find your paper offensive, and I believe the tree that was used could have been better used in a myriad of other roles. The preferred one being that the tree was still alive. In such scenario, I would wish it to be the tree Wile E. Coyote crashes into with his rocket boots, which have as much basis in reality as most of what I've seen on your pages. Or, since already murdered, the tree could have been better used as toilet paper. I would use the two publications as compost. However, I would feel bad for my garden for having to be close to such drivel. Yours in kindness and conspiracy theory, Jordan with a Y.
Oh my. You know, Jordan with a Y and the UK's people aren't the only ones who have been emotionally impacted by the pandemic, but this time, things might actually be turning around. You see, I'm told that friend of the show and high school hot dog eating champion Mustang Tim is at the airport right now, awaiting the arrival of his newly paid for Russian mail order bride named Olga as we speak. So we're gonna go there live to witness the happy couple meeting for the very first time. We're so excited, Mustang! Can you hear me? Are you there?
Hey, Mitch, that's right. I'm at the airport right now. I didn't want to say anything until it was official, but I've met a really incredible lady online. Her name is Olga. She's due to arrive here any minute. I've got an amazing surprise in line for her. I think she's gonna love it. And I can't wait to meet her. I'm so excited. This is gonna be amazing. There's a plane right there. There's a plane there. Is that her? Hey, is that her? It wasn't her. Oh, there it is. Whew. Kind of windy out there for a hot dog picnic, but where is she anyway? Hi, yes, I'm just waiting to connect with Flight 382. Complications? What are you talking about? What about it? So, what happened? Gotta be kidding me! These people! You know what? Just forget it!
Oh, Mustang! Just when we thought you were gonna get it all together, man! Well, we'll keep crossing our fingers for Mustang Tim. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. That's our show for this month. I'm your host with the most, Mitch Berrigan. Make sure you check us out at druthers.net and on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, all those places. You know where we are. And don't forget, make sure that you keep living, keep loving, and keep on observing. MV out.
Oh, hello there. Just getting my druthers in, you know. I hope you guys have got your druthers going on. I got myself a collector's pack from the first season, and I've already pre-ordered for my second season. Boy, I can't wait to get it in the mail. Mrs. Claus, I ordered her one too. She's also getting the magazine, and I'm getting her that extra large shirt that says, "Hug me." Ho, 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 ho. I love giving hugs.
Over the past few days, Canadians were shocked and frankly disgusted by the behavior displayed by some people protesting in our nation's capital. Hate can never be the answer. I want to be very clear. We are not intimidated by those who hurl insults and abuse at small business workers and steal food from the homeless. We won't give in to those who fly racist flags. We won't cave to those who engage in vandalism or dishonor the memory of our veterans.
Well, folks, it's about time that everybody stopped and took their f***ing blinders off and best look behind you, because the World Economic Forum just came up torch in hand and lit your f***ing wagon on fire. Everything that you know, your entire way of life, is under direct assault from them sons of bitches right now. Your sovereignty in the nation that you live, your financial stability, your food source, your energy source, your transportation, and your freedom as a human being are all under direct attack by Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum. It is Mr. Schwab's intention in his fourth industrial revolution to integrate your biological self with your digital self, to remove God from the equation, the miracle of life. These f***ers are serious, people. They're playing for keeps. This isn't a joke. So it is time. Take your blinders off. Look around you. Realize what's going on. There's some serious shit coming up behind you. Once you see what's going on and you arm yourself with facts, Start telling people. This is where we have to sway the mass of consciousness. We have to make people aware. Information is invaluable right now. That's your ammunition. You are a warrior. Use your accurate information and truth. Spread it. Get in the fight. I love each and every one of you.
Be who you want to be in freedom and joy.